back to the second episode of our woodshed build. After clearing the site from all of the logs in the last episode, it's now time to bring in some fill and distribute that fill with the front loader in order to deal with the grade and try to establish a level build site for the structure. Full disclosure, this is probably my third time in my life on a tractor. I have no idea what I'm doing, as it's going to become very obvious later on in the video. Please don't do what I'm doing. This is not a tutorial, this is not a how-to. This is just me on my property, trying to make some stuff happen and figuring it out as I go. The work you're seeing in this video is happening over the course of many weeks, so of course the project is taking a whole lot longer than I ever expected it to. My full-time job is preventing me from putting as many hours into the shed as I would really like to, but sometimes there's also more important stuff than work, and we enjoy these beautiful fall days and enjoy our property and the outdoors, which is the reason we moved here in the first place. Even though the seasons have been changing, we still have some really warm temperatures for this time of year, lots of sunshine and comparatively low amount of rain. But we've also had our first couple of hard frosts. That's really making it feel like the race against time is on, as we're trying to get this thing finished before the snow hits so that we don't have to dig our firewood out all winter long. That, in combination with the fact that we're using quite a bit more firewood than we expected, is increasing the stress level on this project. But like I said, there's still plenty of nice days, and I'm about to get some help as well, so no use to complain. Let's get to it. At this point, I've probably spread about 12 or so yards of fill. The site is not as prepared and as level as I really would like for it to be and as it should be, which is going to have some consequences of course later, but I'm deciding to move on to the next step nonetheless and start digging to put the concrete footers into the ground. I'm doing this because I'm afraid the ground is going to freeze and digging is going to become impossible for the remainder of this year. Fortunately, I have some help. My father-in-law has been down here many weekends helping me, as well as a friend of mine. The digging is miserable. The city wants 10-inch sono tubes, 4 feet below ground, and as we're close to some large trees, there's tons of roots to deal with, as well as many stones. All the work has to be done by hand. We don't really have any equipment other than shovels, spades, and the occasional sawzall to deal with tree roots. This is the moment I'm realizing the implications of where I decided to place the first footer, in combination with the fact that the site is not completely level, but hey, we're here now. To make things worse, we've been getting a lot of rain lately, and despite my best efforts to cover the tubes, they're starting to get really soggy, so it's high time to fill them with concrete. Chosen to go with the fast setting stuff because it's easier for me to work with in the setting. I don't have to get a concrete mixer. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to get it into the holes out of the mixer. So you got these 50-pound bags, dump them into the tube, pour half a gallon of water behind it, do your best to try to stir it up and mix it a little bit, and then they claim it sets within hours. I'm still covering these tubes at night in order to retain some of the heat, as the nights are getting pretty chilly out. But once this is done, this is going to feel like a pretty significant milestone on the way to have the shed finished.